What's up, everyone? Welcome to episode 2 of On the Rocks. This is a show where we answer digital marketing questions. So if you're a digital marketer, subscribe. We'll put a button right there for you. And if you're not a digital marketer, or if you are a digital marketer looking to learn, please ask questions using hashtag #AskOnTheRocks. Or you can go ahead and just comment in the section below here on YouTube. So let's go ahead and dive into our questions for today. John's gonna throw me the phone here. I forgot to put my case on. All right, I just left the hashtag when I caught that. I'm an idiot. Ask on the rocks, there we go. Okay, we're gonna pull a question here from Cole. He said, what are your favorite blogs for keeping up with digital marketing today? Thanks for asking that, Cole. My favorite blog, I don't know if you really call it a blog, is probably inbound.org. Super great site. Rand Fishkin, one of the co-founders of that. And it's just fantastic because the best content is getting voted up to the top. Not everything I read on there is, super great. You can tell some people just game the content or game the votes and then send their crap content to the top, but that's really good. Marketing Land is awesome. Also, Bill Slosky of SEObythesea.com is really fascinating because he's always looking at patents that Google's filing for, which is a really good indication of what's to come in the future. So he's definitely someone I would pay attention to, but just going to those sites alone will really help you stay on top of the latest within digital marketing. Let's go with the next one here. All right, these ones are from YouTube. First question comes from Jacob. Jacob wants to know, if I wanted to go off on my own as a freelancer, where would I start? And do you have any best practices for getting new clients? We're actually going to be doing a video this week with our Market Campus course, kind of going over some more details. But to answer your question pretty quickly, the best way to go out, depends on your experience. If you're just starting out in digital marketing, hopefully this construction isn't ruining up my questions here, but if you're just starting out in digital marketing, I would spend a lot of time going face-to-face with people. Don't blow your money on AdWords, setting up your little site for your freelance and trying to get keywords for people typing in SEO services. Go door to door, find restaurants. I mean, I'm right here, we've got probably 30 restaurants in one spot I could hit up if I was trying to get some work. Either do it for free, do an exchange for services or food, and then start building up your resume, and then that's when you can start charging them more. Another thing you can do, a little tip, is too often people just blast out emails saying, hey, here's my services, I charge this much, are you guys interested? It looks like you could use some help with marketing. What I would do, I've seen some really effective ones come in for some of the companies that I've helped manage, and they'll actually do a YouTube video of themselves. They make it private and just send us the link, but it's them going over a site audit that they just did. So they send us the files of they probably spent 10, 20 minutes like auditing our site, looking for areas that we can improve. But then they're also doing a video where they're saying, hey guys, hey Brandon, I wanted to know if you needed some help, here's some things I found, and that's super personal. So try to stand outside and outside of the box, I guess you could say, and just have fun, and obviously don't sell yourself short. I will say one thing, and again, we'll have a video coming out soon that'll detail a little bit more of this, but don't ever charge hourly for digital marketing. You will screw yourself. Look at how much you need to make, look at what the costs are going to be. If they're going to have a $100 Moz subscription every month, make sure you're building that into the cost, otherwise that's coming out of your pocket every single time. So yeah, keep that in mind. With retainers are usually the best way, a flat fee. As far as what to charge, that's a whole different conversation itself, but definitely stick to the local area that you're in and go door to door and just find anyone who's willing to take you on. And if you're at least doing it for free, you'll quickly be able to charge 6 months down the road once you're bringing in results. So hopefully that helped answer here. What are we at for time here, John?
One more quick one.
All right, we got one more here. So this one comes from John. What is the best way to start monetizing a blog? Very important question. And this is getting very interesting with the whole ad block discussion. And that's a different topic that I was actually just part of a podcast, belowthefold.io. We talked a lot about the future of monetization on blogs. But I would say the easiest way right now is slap AdSense on there. Obviously, that allows you to let Google handle the transactions. They handle grabbing advertisers. You focus on your blog. You focus on the quality. And as you start growing that to where you're getting thousands, tens of thousands every single day, you'll be making money on Google AdSense, but you'll also get to a point where you can now start charging for sponsored posts. So look, if you have a local blog, those are usually the easiest ones to monetize because local businesses want to be in front of that already local audience. You know, a bakery here in Provo, Utah would probably blow its money if it ran an expensive ad on Forbes. But if there was a restaurant review or bakery type site where they highlight the best ones, that's where you are going to be a lot more attractive to them. So yeah, start with AdSense, and then you can start going door to door, blasting out emails to local companies and seeing if they want to do some sponsored posts or even put their own ads that can't be blocked by AdBlock, because right now AdBlock is just blocking the code that these popular ad services are using. But what AdBlock doesn't block is sponsored content and images that are linked off to sponsors. Obviously, make sure you follow them, otherwise that could get you in some deep trouble. But yeah, hopefully that helps. Some tips there to monetize the blog. I guess that's everything we've got for today's episode. So I will close this one out. Before I do, I will say one more time, subscribe to our YouTube channel for more great videos, and we really rely on your questions. If you don't ask questions, we don't got episodes. So please ask them in the comments below, or use hashtag ask on the rocks, and we'll get those answered for you. So to close this out, that's another one on the rocks. That's such a cheesy ending.